Hello, my name is Marion Ngayi. I'm the founder of Cuisine. We are a commercial Kenyan kitchen and we have a couple of services. Number one, we do outside catering. Number two, we do corporate catering for offices. Number three, we have meal prep services. Number four, we have a mobile kitchen. What this means is that if you want us to come to your kitchen and cook for you, you've bought everything, then we send a chef who comes therefore and provides the service of cooking for you. And the last one would be we also help small businesses start their own businesses. So if you want to start a cooking business, catering business, and you don't have a kitchen, we therefore provide you with the food, then you are able to resell the food to your clients and make profits out of that business. And we welcome you to follow our pages at Cuisine. On Instagram, on Facebook, and on TikTok, and we look forward to serving you. Our food is truly authentic Kenyan food, made with love and richness of Kenyan spices and fullness. I knew Centonomy through my Instagram pages. I think I started seeing a lot of influencers posting about Centonomy. I think I saw Murugi Munyi post, I saw Maureen Bandari post, and then I became very interested. And so this one time, they had an event, I think at Nairobi Garage, if I'm not wrong, and I was very interested. So we bought the tickets, and I just wanted to come and experience what exactly Centonomy doing, or rather, how are they empowering entrepreneurs? And so we went to the event, and it was very nice. We had a very good conversation. And one thing that mesmerized me was that all the entrepreneurs that were giving testimonials were lived experiences. It was not theoretical where someone tells you, go and read a book about how to make money, and then they're not making that money. Have you ever heard about that joke? Those YouTube videos, how to make money, but you're not a millionaire. So I got to listen to a few entrepreneurs, and I think what struck me most was the foodpreneur. She was running a similar business like what I have, and she had been in the industry for a very long time. So listening to her story really encouraged me to just, think about signing up for the class. And so when the opportunity came, I remember I hadn't planned to actually attend the class because the class, I hadn't planned for it financially. But then I remember they said they had a scholarship. And it's funny that I actually, the requirement for you to win the scholarship was for you to tell your story of resilience and how that is how you experience a challenge in your business and how you overcame it and how you're doing right now. So I actually typed the first time, then you know what? Imposter syndrome. I deleted it. Then a friend of mine told me, no, just post. Your story is very compelling. And so I told the story of how I started Cuisine. And after 3 months, the kitchen burnt down. And I had to restart again, look for capital, and stay in business. And a few days later, I was told that I won the scholarship. Yay! Yeah, and that's how I got to know Centonomy. I then therefore joined the class, the 14 weeks class. And I think what blew my mind, I would say, is just the model of delivery. I don't think there's any class I've attended, even in my university, all those courses I've done, that is as practical as what you learn from Centonomy. Centonomy does not teach you theory. It teaches you lived experiences. As an entrepreneur, when you get into business, sometimes you don't have the time to read all the theory you need to read. You want to just hear lived experiences and what works and what doesn't work. And so what Centonomy has done with the 14 weeks course is to reduce all that theory into let me say, a brief course that you are able to take in and actually implement. So one of the things that my aha moments in the course was, number one, just first of all, how they have spent time on helping you change your mindset about entrepreneurship. As I started my business, it was a passion project. But now I keep on telling my friends, I am so done. This business must make money. I'm here to make profits. Because one thing I told in the class is that as an entrepreneur, your business is not any other thing other than making money, and making money in the sense of profits. So you can have all these other things, passion and everything, but at the center of it all, you should be able to make money and change lives, transform lives using those resources. And so one of the things for me was changing how they help you change your mindset of an entrepreneur. Another thing that my aha moment was, all entrepreneurs get into business to run business and not without being compliant. So yes, you want to be a business person, but you don't want to pay taxes, you don't want to pay structures, you don't want to get licenses, but one thing that Centonomy helps you do is just change the mindset of, if you are compliant, then you reduce the chances of getting yourself in legal battles that will eventually bring losses to your business. So therefore, you save yourselves from all those trouble, and you're able to put up systems from the word go. I think that was a very interesting thing for me. Another thing, number 3 interesting thing for me was design thinking in your business. You know, it's funny that my husband is a techpreneur, and I hear him saying design thinking, and I didn't think it would actually apply in a service business. But then the design thinking really helps you understand and get down to the problem of your customer, and therefore you are able to know what you're selling. You could assume you're selling food, but actually you're selling real estate, you're actually selling dates, you're selling love. So with design thinking, then you are able to understand your product in depthly. My takeaway would be, for me personally, I've decided that I'm going to implement structures in my business, because structures is at the center of a successful business. If you do not have structures, even if you have capital, even if you have investors, even if you have the best workers, your business is not going to thrive. It's not going to pick up. Therefore, structures is a very important thing. Be compliant. By structures, I mean be compliant, number 1, with the government. You don't want issues with the government. Number 2, have the necessary systems, policies, structures that are able to guide your business so that you're able to make profits with whether you are there or not. Lastly, on the structures for me is that my goal is, I don't want to live all my life suffering the troubles of an entrepreneur. I want to be a free entrepreneur. By a free entrepreneur, I mean, what I mean is that my business is running well because there are structures, whether I'm there or not, it's making profits. And not just making profits, but also a viable business, a business that can be able to operate beyond my existence. If I was old and my children took it, my business would still be operating. Recommendations for me, it would be, join this class, especially if you're an entrepreneur or even if you're planning to start a business. My business is very young, and I'm really grateful to Centonomy for this opportunity, because I will not go through. In our class, we had people who had run business for 10 years, 7 years. Imagine right now, it's when they're realizing all these things. If they maybe knew earlier, it would have been better for their business. So for me, I'm really grateful. My business is really young, and therefore it means I have a longer period. I've saved my business a lot of losses and myself a lot of suffering, or rather a lot of struggle in the business sector, because I'm able to implement what I've learned now when the business is young, and therefore chances of the business succeeding is very, very high. I recommend that if you're an entrepreneur or you want to get into the business space, please, this is the class for you. Don't look anywhere else. You can do all the certificate courses and whatnot, but this is a very practical class that will help you make a lot of decisions in your business. Don't be the accountant, don't be the social media marketer and everything. And with the Centonomy class, you're able to learn this. Lastly, you're able to access networks. Right now, I have access to Centonomy networks, the teachers who taught us, my fellow entrepreneurs in different spaces, and we can easily build a community that can support each other, because entrepreneurship can get really tough. And therefore, with this community, we are able to thrive together. Thank you so much, Centonomy, and I look forward to having more people come to this class. Thank you.